Bonjour, hello, hello. It's a tenuous link to a piece of an item from Connect Up today there that you may have just heard the theme tune from that very famous sitcom from, what was it, the 80s, 90s?
Probably.
I can't remember, but anyway.
It's gone forever.
Yeah, it did. Welcome to today's Connect Up, and welcome to, that's issue number 24, and welcome to the nave here at St Mildred's, where you will notice that quite a few changes have taken place. Pews are out, the temporary chairs are in, Christmas decorations are more or less all up, and we are ready to open the doors here and welcome you on Sunday morning to join us for our worship. So it's really quite exciting, isn't it? As a lot of hard work has been going on here over the last, 10 days, 2 weeks. There's too many people to thank, but believe me, you know who you are. If you've come and put in some time here, then thank you very much for all you've done. It's looking really lovely here, so we look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Maybe we should point out at this juncture that when you come in and see plastic chairs here in the nave on Sunday morning, please don't think that we've spent £60,000 on plastic chairs. The new ones will be arriving on or around the 14th of this month, so not too long to wait. But we're using the temporary plastic chairs to tide us over until that happy moment. Now to Advent and O Come Emmanuel, our series of reflective services for Saturdays in the Advent season. I forget how many we've had now. Is this number?
There'll be number four today.
Won't it?
Yeah.
Today, yes.
Yeah.
So do tune into the website from about 10 o'clock this morning onwards and, just avail yourself of O Come Emmanuel.
Excellent, yes. More candles are being lit.
More candles will be lit.
Yes, and if you are in the mood for all things Advent, then on Wednesday we will be opening another door on Advent, the second of our 4 weekly sessions. So please do join us online for opening the doors of Advent.
Yes, and both the O Come Emmanuel reflective services and opening the doors of Advent unpack a bit of the Advent season and its meaning. And more Advent.
It must be Advent.
Advent and more Advent. The Community Advent Calendar, that continues. We've had several of the video doors open now, each featuring some Christmas or Advent music, a guest speaker, some prayers, and the speaker is a representative, just to remind you, of a local group, society or organisation. And they share with us a little bit of what the last few months have meant for their particular group that they represent. They also let us know a little bit about the good things they've discovered over these past few months, sound a note of hope, and end with a little Christmas message. So every evening in Advent at 6 o'clock through our website or through my tentatum. So do tune in if you haven't been already. Okay.
Good stuff.
Yes,
now
what's
then,
next?
I know there's an awful lot of stuff going on at the moment for Advent, but we are now going to turn our attention to Christmas.
That was neatly done as I scrolled frantically down.
Now, here is the slightly tenuous link, and I'm not even going to attempt the French accent, but listen very carefully.
Because
I will say this only once. Once today, yes. Anyway. For our Christmas services, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day in particular, we are going to have to ask everybody to book a seat. This is because of the social distancing and the limitations that we have on places in all 3 of our churches. If you go to today's Connect Up, there is a very good and clear explanation of how to book, when to book, and what to book for. Please do read it and make very careful note of what we're asking in order to be able to come into our churches. There will be enough room for all of our regular congregations to be able to attend one of our Holy Communion services on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but we are asking you to book. And this week, up until the 14th, we are just opening the booking to the members of our regular congregation, so that's you if you're watching this. But after the 14th, we will be publicising this wider in the town, because obviously a lot of the local community like to come into our churches and offer their worship over the Christmas season. So please do make a note and get in touch exactly how it says in Connect Up, ready for Christmas.
Yes, so I think the 3 or 4 things to bear in mind. One is that the booking requirement applies to all 3 of our churches. The second thing to remember is that the booking requirement applies to absolutely everybody. The third thing to remember is to use the system outlined in Connect Up to make your bookings. So please don't say to us as you leave the church between now and Christmas Eve, oh, can you stick 5 of us down for whatever service it happens to be. Please do use the email address and the phone line. And make the most of this week, because as we've just said, from the 14th, it does go out to the wider community. So you may miss out if you don't get in quickly.
Yes.
Yes, now church services and web services. Worship on the web and worship in church for the next few days, over the next few days, appears in Connect Up this week. So do have a look and see what's coming up. And bear in mind that at St Mildred's there's an extra service at 11 o'clock on the Sundays in Advent. The alphabet groupings are shown, so do look closely and see when you're down to come to a service at St Mildred's.
Excellent, good. And it's fair to say that this week, with the churches reopening, we're pretty much back to our new normal worship pattern, aren't we?
Yes.
I think.
Yep.
So there we go. Now then, St Michael's Church. Who would like to light up St Michael's Church this Christmas? Well, from Sunday the 1st of December until Sunday the 5th of January, if you'd like to light the church on one of the evenings in memory of a loved one, then please send your choice of date together with a donation to Jenny Coppins, and Jenny's details appear in today's Connect Up. There is also a method there for paying by bank transfer. So if you'd like to do that, and I have to say, when the church is alight from down the hill in Tenterden, it looks absolutely stunning. So if you'd like to do that, it'd be fantastic.
Wonderful. Celebrations. We move to celebrations now, and we're going to get ready to light our birthday candles.
Should I do that?
Yeah, we have 2 birthdays today to announce, and the first is Lalagi Goff's birthday. Now, Lalagi has reached 90 on this very day, and so we're going to light a candle for Lalagi and wish her happy birthday. We're going to sing to her in a moment, which no doubt will make her day, really.
Yes.
And the second person we want to wish happy birthday today to is Doug Fuller. It's Doug's big day on Monday, the 7th of December, when the postman will be beating a path to Doug's door with a sack full of birthday cards. So we wish Lalagi and Doug many, many happy returns. Are you ready with the counting candle, the fountain candle?
Fountain candle, yes.
Yes.
I shall light, and then I shall come and join you
Okay.
to sing.
Here we go.
Ready?
Yep.
Right.
Doug's quite a short name, so we should plenty of
that's
time.
True. Right. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lalagi and Doug. Happy birthday to you.
It's almost perfect harmonies.
Well, apart from the wrong notes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, it just
So-
shows it's live TV.
Right, while Lalagi and Doug's
Recover.
fountain candle is continuing to simmer, can we mention the Tenterden Family Food Bank Appeal? From now until the 18th of December, the Food Bank Appeal is running, and we'd like donations of tins and packets of non-perishable foods, which we can then share with families who are having a tough time of it at this time of year. So any small donations or large donations, all gratefully received.
And in a similar vein, Christmas Cheer 2020, our Christmas Cheer appeal is open for another week until the 13th of December. So if you are in a position to be able to donate to this, which enables us to buy Tesco vouchers, which are then distributed to local families who are in particular need at this time. They are generally recommended to us by the local schools, so we know that they are families who have a particular need at this time. Please do donate. Thank you.
Further mention of the recordings by Anna Zaluka and Joanna Gutowska, who have both performed here at St Mildred's at the invitation of the Friends of St Mildred's. They've sent in further recordings, and Jeremy of the Friends of St Mildred's has shared them with us. Go on to Connect Up and you'll find the link, and you'll be able to listen to some beautiful music played by Anna and Joanna, and we thank them very much indeed, and Jeremy for once again organising this little musical treat.
It is rather fantastic, isn't it? So thank you very much indeed. Now, just a reminder that the Tree of Hope is outside Zion Baptist Church at the moment. I've seen it up there and it's looking very good. So if you want to go down there and add a prayer or a message of hope, then please do so in the next week or so.
Yep. And over to you, finally. Well, almost finally.
Yep.
Keith Fazan sent in a couple of cartoons which raised a smile here.
They did.
And also we had a very smug, it's the only word to describe it, smug photograph from our avid listeners and readers and watchers on the Isle of Wight, a Tier 1 paradise. That's all I'm going to say, so you'll have to watch that or look at it to see what we're talking about.
Yes. I think this is the final word on the bottle of wine. Stephen Cox has been in touch to shed a little extra light on the mystery of the bottle of wine under this very floor over here. And Stephen says, I see my sins have found me out. I think it was David Trustrom's idea to put the bottle there. It's a Chablis that he particularly liked. I do recall us doing it in anticipation that the floor would not be lifted for another century. Both platforms were built from scratch, and the carpenter, a chap called Keith Kingsnorth, taught me how to do secret nailing, a skill I haven't needed since then. So thank you very much, Stephen, for that.
And so we come to Thought for the Week. There's a reading from Mark's Gospel, a reflection on the reading, and a prayer for this week. And over to you for the finally bits.
Well, finally, you know where we are, and you know if you don't want to be with us anymore, so the unsubscribe button is still available if you wish to use that, but also you and yours. We'd love to hear from you if you've got anything that you would like to put into our Connect Up, or indeed our mailings that go out each day. And I would just on that note suggest that it's a really good idea to keep an eye on the things that go out day by day into your inbox, because things seem to change at an incredibly fast pace quite often, and it does mean that we're able to keep on top of what's going on.
Particularly as we approach Christmas.
Exactly.
Yeah, keep up with the latest.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it.
I think that's about it.
If you do, some people have done this, if you do unsubscribe accidentally, there's nothing we can do about it from this end, so you will get a little email alert to say that you've unsubscribed. If you've done it deliberately and with malice aforethought, then, then that's fine.
Yes.
If you have done it accidentally, then what you need to do, once you've received a little note from us to say that you have unsubscribed, is to go onto the church website, go onto contact, or contact us, and when you get onto that page, there's a little button, just press that, and hey presto, you're back with us.
Yay! And we will rejoice.
So, shall we go
do we say
continental?
Au revoir.
Au revoir, isn't it?
Or do we say goodbye, goodbye? No, we'll go.
Just go au revoir. Au revoir.
We'll see you again soon. All righty.
That's made you run.